Hey everybody, this is Stu Fuchs from Ukulele Zen. Thanks for clicking on this video. I have a special two-part lesson for you. I just wanted to show you where I am. I've been recording all week in this amazing studio. It's called the Clubhouse, and it's been interesting because we've been snowed in here. A massive snowstorm has been all over the East Coast, and so it's been a cool place to be hunkered down. So what I've got in this lesson is a two-part lesson on how to chord solo, just strumming chords in two positions. We're going to use a classic tune, 5'2", Eyes of Blue, and I'm going to show you all kinds of things you can do to solo with the chords on your ukulele. So please get your uke, get in tune, and we'll get started. Okay, so before we get into the chord solo bit, let's strum through the song. The structure of the song is A-A-B-A. There's an A section that happens twice, then there's a contrasting bridge, that's the B section, and then there'll be another A section. If you don't know 5'2", Eyes of Blue yet, there are plenty of song sheets out there on the internet. You can also follow along with my chords. So let's strum together because we're going to want to know this chord progression really well in order to embellish it with chord solo techniques. 1, 2, 3, 5'2", eyes of blue. But oh, what those 5 feet can do. Has anybody seen my girl? Turned up nose, turned down hose, never had no other beaus. Has anybody seen my girl? Now if you're running to 5'2", covered with furs, diamond rings and all those things, you bet your life it isn't her. Could she love? Could she woo? Could she coo? Has anybody seen my girl? And then it would go to the top. First thing I like to do with the C is just this. I'll just take the finger off and put it back on. 3, 4. The other thing I like to do with the C is to make the note go up a little higher. So I'll strum my C with the first finger and then add the third finger. To E7, one thing I like to do is to leave the pinky here. And what that does is I'm keeping the C note on top of the E7 chord. That creates a kind of a tension note, which is really nice. See that? Next chord I go to is A7. Now a lot of possibilities for A7. So what I did there is I added the B at the 2nd fret. That's a 9th. So what I've done is I've created an A9 chord. Now you can do that same thing on the 2nd string and you create an A13 chord. All right, so that note I'm adding right there is an F sharp. It's the 13th chord. Another thing you can do on the A7 chord is to move from the A9 to the A flat 9, and you make this chromatic melody that moves down from the 2nd fret to the 1st fret to the open string. Do this on the 2nd string also, and what you'll have is a 13th chord to a flat 13 chord to the A7. I'll put it all together here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here it is on the 13th. So you may want to stop the video from time to time and try these out as individual chord nuggets. I'm going to put the first 3 chords together. C, E7, and A7. 1, 2, 3, 4. notice what I did rhythmically. I had a similar rhythm moving from C to E7. It went ba 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 ba, ba 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 ba, same rhythm. So it creates some continuity from chord to chord. And then I answered that with a different rhythm. All right. Playing the same rhythm a second time and then answering it with a third, a different rhythm. So you could use this idea of one rhythm, copy the rhythm, different rhythm on the third time throughout the whole solo. It's a nice technique to use. When we get to D7, if you play your D7 like this, what you can do is you add the third finger here and you create a ninth chord, because that E is the 9 of D7. All right? And just like on the A7, we can create the flat 9 chord by moving it down one fret. Put it all together, sounds like this. Another thing you could do with the D7 chord and all these chords is just slide in. Just slide up to the chord from one fret below. It's a great sound. When you get to G7, one thing I like to do, two things I like to do, is I like to add my pinky right here to this E flat. And what you get is an G7 sharp 5. Sometimes it's written as G7 plus 5 or G7 augmented. Another thing you can do is you take the ring finger off. So now that A string is open, and that's a G9 chord. And then I created a melody that moves. Please steal all this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I hope you found this helpful. I'm going to make another video right now where I'm going to go through the chord shapes in the upper position and show you some more tricks that you can add to your playing. So please subscribe to Ukulele Zen. Would love to have you join our community, and I hope you'll share this video with your friends. The next video is coming up right now.